What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Warhead. Let me I wasn't gonna do this shit because it's such a touchy subject and I hate arguing with motherfuckers over this silly shit. But let me keep it real because everybody's too emotional over this silly shit. Now I'm gonna break it down to you, and it ain't gonna get no more clear than this. Voting as it pertains to black people and black people only. Now, we got people who they're advocates for voting. They want people to go out and vote. Not mad at them, but they're pushy and they get beyond themselves when they try to get you to vote. They don't understand the other side. Voting is a right, just like the right to bear arms, the right to the freedom of speech. So many, like the right to protest. Now, someone who is not exercising their right to vote, they're actually exercising their right not to vote. It's a different right. So you can't come down on them because they're exercising a right that you don't agree with. This is supposed to be the land of where different opinions. This is not a communist nation. This is not something where we are required by law to do this. This is a right. So you don't have to do it if you don't want to, if you don't agree to it. If you don't agree with the candidates or you don't want to partake in this government or anything like that, people have the right to do it. We have to quit coming down on motherfuckers that don't want to vote. Me personally, I don't want to vote. And I'm going to get to that. You people who vote, I'm proud of you. I'm happy. I have nothing against you. But if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, if you want to get down to the goddamn steak and potatoes, let's get to it. 52 years, I believe, we've been able to vote. Black people. And let me say this. Veterans, y'all fought. Y'all fought. Yes, the fuck y'all did. Salute to all veterans. I give you the most highest honor. No disrespect intended. But what you fought for was not our right to vote. Y'all did not. Y'all fought for, I hate to say this, America's corrupt foreign policy. Saddam Hussein and all those other foreign leaders were not threatening black people's rights to vote. They were not threatening anything pertaining to the freedom of America. The weapons of mass destruction, all that lie has been debunked 10 times over. So we all know that that's not what it's about. Pretty much, we think it was about land, oil, gold, and so ever. I'm ignorant to the military and all its operations and to the inner workings of all that shit. But we know it had nothing to do with voting at the end of the day. So we're going to leave that alone. No disrespect to no one. My father's a veteran. No disrespect to him. But if I could sit down at a table and tell him my views, I can tell anybody. I'm man enough to stand up by this. And I'll argue with anybody on this. So, but for 52 years, we've been voting. Right? If you take pictures of the ghetto 52 years ago, they look the same. If you read the headlines in the newspapers 52 years ago, it's the same. Nothing has changed. Voting hasn't gotten us anything. Hadn't gotten us anything. So, voting hasn't gotten us anything in 52 years. They're still closing schools in our community. The businesses in our community are still ran by whites, Hispanics, Arabs, and Asians. The jobs opportunities are still, there are no job opportunities. White people still control all the unions and all of that. Healthcare, they going up and down about that. And voting, let me tell you something. You have a racist, fat ass, unintelligent, ignorant ass president in office right now, and you still think this system is working. You still think voting is working. Voting hasn't changed anything. Now, I do believe I'm not totally against voting. I'm just telling you I understand both sides. I'm not getting ready to come down left or right. This is a time, this thing going on in Illinois with the governor's race. I truly believe every motherfucking black man got to get out there, everybody, and get Rauner ass out of there, except this is the primary. But when it comes time to get his ass out of there, get him out of there. And I don't even live in Illinois. So get that motherfucker up out of there, because the shit I heard he doing is ridiculous. But I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm just saying I understand both sides of the argument. I understand them veterans, because them veterans is saying, hey, motherfucker, I've been at war. So whatever the fuck we are able to do over here, I was fighting. I had bullets on my head over there for y'all can do it. The truth is that everything over there didn't have to do it over here. Some of that shit was America's just wicked foreign policy. That's just it. That's all. There's never no disrespect to veterans. But people who vote, you vote, man. So what? You've been casting them votes forever, and I'd like y'all to show me some proof that it has helped black people. You say vote for the black man, vote for the Democrat or whatever. Look, them niggas can be bought off and sell you out too. If these motherfucking simple ass rappers sell you out, then a goddamn senator, an alderman, a congressman, they'll sell you. They'll sell you the fuck out in a heartbeat. They're doing it every day. They're closing down. Go look how many communities, Detroit, Chicago, Louisiana, and all of that. Those are whole entire communities are broke down, are shut down. Houses vacant for miles upon miles upon miles. The situations from 1950, from 1965 to now, they have gotten progressively worse for black people. Police are still killing us walking away. You know, we still facing racism every single day. You read it in the newspaper every single day. You can ignore it if you want to. So I would just like to know, what has voting done for us? I understand it's your right, but I hear the same people who have talking about the right to vote want to turn around and give the government control over our right to bear arms. You can't, it makes no sense at all. Or they say, hey, you can't burn the American flag. Why? Don't I have the right to? Don't I have the right? Black people, you have more rights than the right to vote. Kill that shit, man. Come down off that. Start showing me some tangible ass proof. The motherfucker, you take pictures from 1965 to now, you gonna get the same motherfucking results. You still got crackheads, dope heads, black men going in and out of motherfucking jail for crimes they didn't commit, black people being convicted at higher rates than any other motherfucking race, the unemployment level is still as high as hell, the ghettos still look the same, they closing our motherfucking schools. Please, just help me out here, man. Tell me why the fuck we should vote. Help me out. Holla at me. It's war.